Greetings and salutations. This is going to be round 3 of trying to put this thing together. A little bit more close things. So, first thing that I want to do is I need to unpin this. Of course. Oh, where did that go? Ah, there it is. I need to unpin this. Handy dandy pin cushion. So we are going to unpin this guy, and then we are actually going to, here is my notes from yesterday. The only thing I think I'm not going to unpin is the back. The back is going to be fine. I'll just sew that kind of as is. Yeah, I'm not too disappointed with that, to be honest. But we're going to unpin everything else. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it, because I do want to do, we're going to do that, and then we're going to try to work on the sleeves. So that is the 2 plans right now before I have to break for dinner. I probably stabbed myself somewhere along the line. What is this? Oh, okay, that's still, yep, you need to come out. It's just the back I'm just going to kind of leave in because I'm taking that in anyway, so I might as well just leave that. So you are free. Okay, now we can move over to here. Alright, so yeah, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to mark 1 centimeter, because that's where I pinned it, and that's where it seemed to work fairly well. And then we will get that marked, get that ready to go. And then after that, what we will do is the back I'm not necessarily super duper concerned with getting that like spot on per se. I think that'll be fine. Probably a misuse of the word per se, or the phrase. Let's move the mic a little closer, because why not? Yep, so I'm going to leave the back as is. Are you free? Are you free as a bird? You are free as a bird. The back is fine as is. We are now going to mark this. This is the inside, so I want to mark centimeter on that. And then on the other one as well. So let's get to marking. Move this back. So, and this is basically, I want to mark both sides, so then when I pin this thing, I can then follow. That's actually fairly straight. There's my ruler. So I can then follow when I'm sewing. I can then follow it. You know what, we're going to mark on both sides. I really need to stop using the same mark over and over again, because it's getting kind of beat up. And I'm only doing 1 centimeter, which is really not that much room when you think about it, but it is what it is. Get this marked up. So yeah, so we're going to mark both sides. We're going to pin it, but I'm going to probably pin it further in. And then I'm going to use the mark as a guide on the sewing machine to get that to work. So that is good. We need 1 centimeter in on this as well, right? Right? Give me a second. So this is left, so this is the inside. I did not write inside on it, but I should. You know what we're gonna write that in. So we're gonna write in. Holy crap, we might not. There we go. In. There we are. Alright, so that is marked. So this needs to be marked as well. I keep shuffling this around. Alright, so thankfully a lot of the stuff that I'm marking up right now is all pretty straight, which is kind of nice. Alright. now we're actually going to pull that tight. Alright, so that is decently marked. I want to put that cap on the back there, but then it just falls off. Alright, I did almost forgot that I was actually going to, I needed to actually draw the line. I was like, oh, I've got it marked. You've got it partially marked. Alright, yep, I should be able to do that in 2 goes. Don't have a longer ruler than a foot. Oh, that is not the easiest to see, but we should be okay. There we are. That is now marked up on the left side. The right side is right here, and I need to just verify. Okay, so that is sleeve side. So that's coming over here. This is coming over here. Then this is the inside, so this is in. So this is right side in. Alright, and what we're also going to do is, I did space it on this. We're actually going to mark that off as well based on the notes I took. But these seams are all going to be 1 centimeter in, and they're 1 centimeter in here. I did get a little bit concerned last night on the fitting with the sleeves. Even though they felt decent, they might be, where'd that go? There it is. They might actually be too, the sleeve holes might actually end up being too small. But that's actually part of the reason why I'm just going to sew this up today. Get the prototype so it's not just held together with pins. It's actually sewn. Maybe I'll have a little bit more confidence in wearing it, like just chucking it on. You know, getting in and out of it. More realistically, if it's not just held together with literal pins. You know, if it's actually held together somewhat more substantially, then we should actually have a better idea of if I need to open up the sleeves or not. Okay, those are good. Close that to keep you from drying out. I don't know why I literally closed it for 5 freaking seconds, but I did. Alright, we are lining you up so you are good. My light, I might need to do... it is what it is. Alright, so now those are good, but now I need to remind myself on this edge, how much was I taking that in? Right side, 4 centimeters. So if I measure 2, fold it over to that, we are not folding it over to that. But do I want to take 4 centimeters off? I do. So this is 4 centimeters, I'm assuming, right? Yes. So what I need to do then is I need to fold this over. I need to make a couple marks. I need to mark it 8 centimeters in because that is going to tell me where I need to fold it to. That's freaking far. Yeah, well, that's what I measured last night, so that's what it's going to still end up being until otherwise noted. That is what that's going to be. But this is going to tell me where I'm folding it up to. It's my fold to line. And if it's 8 centimeters, then these are all going to be freaking perfect. well, they're going to be better than they were. Because last night was, even though I was putting one part of the pin in at the exact spot it should have been, I was not necessarily doing the other pin the same way. See that goes way into the neck, but I think it should be okay. But this is why we're doing a prototype. This is why we're doing a prototype. To give me a better idea of what I need to do. Yeah. Alright, and we are going to... Oh man, yeah, the lighting is not the greatest. Wish I had a little bit better lighting, but I do not. Alright, so now we are going to measure 1 centimeter down, because after I fold it, then we'll sew it on the 1 centimeter mark, and that will be, that might be easier to read if I flip this that way. But yeah, so this is also going to be at the 1 centimeter mark, and that's just where I'll sew it, because that's not necessarily where the finished product is going to get sewn, but it is where this guy right now is going to get sewn. But yeah, we want to get it marked up, and then I'll probably work on the sleeves. And then for round 2 tonight after dinner, we will work towards, we'll bust out the sewing machine and get everything going, or attempt to get everything going. I've only used the sewing machine once before. I do want to use different thread, so and it's got thread from the top as your normal feed, but it's also got a small spool of thread below, so you're kind of double feeding. Alright, so this guy is all marked up, so I'm happy. Yeah. But this guy, okay, so this is the inside. So that means I'm doing this one, reduce it 3 centimeters. So that means we gotta mark off over to 6. I keep trying to put it at the end, it's not gonna freaking work. So 6, that puts it way the freaking here, but it's fine. Okay, get this going. Do I need to go back I need to go back further. It's not like, yeah. Oh, actually, this probably helps me with the light. A little bit. But mainly, I'm just talking to myself anyway, so. But we'll get this going. Alright, get this one last. Oh, no, I got one more markup to do after this. And that's on the other side. And that is to mark off where I'm going to sew it, which is just 1 centimeter in. I don't need to go any crazier than that. I think, well, probably not being like a hem, I think is what that's called if it's that way. Flip you, get you going. Come on, straighten out, straighten out. Thank you. All right. Put as many marks as I think necessary, just so I can easily follow it later. But I also did order some tailor chalk I wanted to find that earlier and I couldn't figure out what the heck it was called. So I found a website today that was telling me the difference between a hem and a seam. Apparently, the only difference is a seam is 2 fabrics, where a hem is 2 pieces of fabric, where a hem is 1. I had no idea. Makes sense. Okay, I can kind of see that. Yep, we're good. All right, one last line, and we are done with this guy. All right, so now that is good. Let us clean off the ruler of any gunk. Oh, a lot of gunk got on that one. All right, so these, where's the other pieces? They are both here. You are good. Now we come to you, the back piece. All right, so this is the back and this is the inside. Again, this is my taking in a few centimeters last night. Yeah. What is it, 4 centimeters I took in? Oh yeah, but in this case, because it's in the middle, it's just 2 from each side, so that actually ends up working out pretty decently. And what I'll end up doing is I'll probably just straight sew that. Actually, I know. Nope, we're gonna take that out because I actually want to sew it in the middle. I was gonna leave this, but I decided against it because it's not lined up perfectly, and I'd rather have it be as dead center in the back as I can possibly get it. Alright, so you're out, and we will mark you as inside. So you are in. Alright, because what I want to do, we'll do this first. We'll get you guys all marked up, and then we'll do the outer one like we did all the other stuff. Alright. I wish I had like a big dining room table that I could actually do all this crap on. That would be super nice. If I was back home in the States, I had a decent table where I could have done this. But I have a small apartment, so I gotta kind of make do with what I got. I might even be able... Nah. The kotatsu I have is not going to be anywhere near big enough to lay this down on. Alright. Okay, we are happy with that. Let's get you measured up. And I don't know if 1 centimeter in is actually going to be sufficient for a hem, but for a seam, it's not a hem. It's only a hem if there's only 1 piece of fabric. This is a This is a seam because we're marrying 2 pieces of fabric here. Alright. Get you marked off. Okay, happy with that. Put you away real quick. There we go. Oh, ruler freaking just slipped right under that rug. Probably don't need this. If I had a big ruler, which I don't, probably steal one from work or borrow one. They probably would not care at all, as long as I brought it back. but I don't feel like borrowing stuff from work. But I do enjoy the fact that a lot of people at work are trying to guess who I'm going to be for Halloween. And since I've grown my best effort beard and mustache, they are all guessing characters that have a beard or a mustache. And I'm not going to have a character with a beard. I'm actually going to shave for this. Just because I'm going as an anime character, and there is infinitely more possibilities for anime characters if you shave your beard off. So that is what I'm going to do. I want these to marry as best as possible. Come on, you know you want to. Alright, there we go. And now from this edge. Right? We're golden, right? Right? We are not. I'm going to remove that because these want to move on me. I'm not too keen on that because you moved, didn't you? Yep, you moved a bit. I'm happy with... Am I happy with this? Yes. You know what? Let's get the clamps on just to make sure this does not move. Clamps. These are just clips. Clamps my left toe. But they'll probably do the job of holding the fabric in place just to make sure I don't make a mistake. Alright. So now that is that way, let us measure 2 centimeters. This is going to be 2 centimeters from both sides. But I'm only going to sew it from one. So I'm only going to mark 1 and I'll just leave. Oops. I could bump that a little bit. That's an annoying sound. And here and here. All right. Now let's get you lined up. There. You're better there. You're better there. All right, and all right. So you are golden, but what I wanted to also do is now that is that way, we are going to pin this just to make sure there's no movement whatsoever in it between now and getting the sewing machine out and ready to go. I'm going to go crazy with the pins, but I can go crazy with the pins. So it doesn't matter. This juncture in time, it does not matter. Again, prototype. And this is the prototype of taking it in the back. Taking it in the back. That sounds horrible. Or that sounds, not necessarily horrible, but that sounds a little bit more colorful than I intended it to mean. Reducing it in, tailoring it in the back. Alright, so those are good. Now, I'm happy with that so far. Now what we have here is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Here's what I wanted. Yes, all the gunk from the ruler, which I might as well clear off again. So this is the sleeve of the dress shirt. But I do also need the cuff that I did take off that I probably shouldn't have taken off. But that's actually why I took it off. Actually, you know what? Put that button in. So I don't need it to be much wider at the bottom. I mean, it doesn't have to taper off nearly as much. But that is the idea. And are we good to go? Oh, nope. We need 2 pieces of paper. So let us do that right now. We will go that way. Oh, no, let's get the cuff there. And what I want to actually do is I want to actually make it a little bit longer than the cuff as well. Because I need to give myself a little bit extra room. Just because this was a dress shirt, so it kind of comes down to there, you know, right at the end of the wrist. Since it's a jacket, I wouldn't mind it going a little bit further. But also, since hopefully it's going to be a little bit bigger than a jacket, you know, having it be a little bit longer as well would be a good idea. Let's kind of straighten this. Let's straighten this out a little bit so you get a decent cut. We're gonna go considerably further up, just to be on the safer side of this equation. All right, so that is good. All right. But I was telling people at work that if this goes well, I'm going to also be making a new Santa suit this year, because the one I got is pretty much the cheapest I could find, and it very much looks to be the cheapest that I could find. And I'd rather have a oops, no, we're good. Scissors of death. I'd rather have a decent looking one than the one I currently have, because the one I also currently have also has issues with it's got a lot of like lint on it. It's like really cheap felt, so it kind of like disintegrates and gets on everything. Again, the 6 pieces of tape seems to be my standard for this. 3 on each piece. Salvageable, awesome. I don't go that crazy with the tape, but I am. All right. One more. All right, good. All right. Scissors of death. Collar out. Let's get y'all connected. Oh, I'm looking at a clock that literally is telling me it's 10 after noon. 10 after 12. Yeah, it's 6:01. So I'm actually, time-wise, I'm doing decent. I do want to. Nope, I like the top sheet. Top sheet being the sheet away from me being on top. I like that better. Oh, I went way over here, but it's fine. Damn. All right, we are good. Do you in the middle. Move over and right there. All right, you are golden. Move you up. Start working on this one. These ones are probably better. Better as in more. I went a little bit over, but it's fine. I got. I'd like to say I have plenty of tissue paper left, but I really don't. I've used quite a lot of it on all these patterns. Alright, so now let's get... Why am I making 2 of these? I only needed to make 1. I only need 1 freaking pattern because the two sleeves are the 2 sleeves, you know? If I bust out the other one, right? Right here. Oh, let's button that one up too. They're gonna be the exact freaking same dang thing. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Yeah, it's the same damn thing. Yeah. So I didn't actually need to make 2 of these. I could have just freaking made 1 and called it a dang day. But anyway, we are going to use one side. Where's the cuff? There's the cuff. We're going to use one side as the straight edge. Alright, so what I want from here... get off me! Oh, I was kicking that stuff. Alright, but I don't actually want to do it this way. So this is the old seam. Alright, so that can be straight. That can be straight in. But I want to do, the sleeves need to be a little bit thicker. A little bit bigger, I should say. So we're going to do like a 2 centimeter. I like how I'm moving the freaking paper as opposed to just the shirt. I'm happy with that. Now I gotta move it down here. So we got, that is 2 there. So you need to move up, 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 up. So you are there. We still 2 in the middle? Kind of. We still 2 down here? No. Okay. So that's how we're going to call that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to extend this a couple centimeters. So I'm going to line that up on the paper there. And we are going to mark, we're going to mark that. I'm actually going to, we're actually going to straight edge this one, I think. I want to go a couple centimeters further. So that is my fault here. So we're doing okay at the moment. But I need to make sure you're folded over. I need to make sure we go to here and here. Nope, fold over, fold over. Thank you. And we'll do one more down at the end here. Alright, so that one is fine. So this one we are going lengthwise. I added a random number. I don't freaking know how much I added. It's kind of irrelevant to me at the moment, but I think on the length here we are going to add 3. We'll do it this way. All right. That is actually, for the most part, marked out. I'm going to get rid of use. We're going to do just a straight line. Or as straight a line as I'm going to get. These look freaking massive, though. This might not be the final. Might not be the final solution. All right, and then all right, that looks decent. That looks decent, and coming down towards the bottom. Boom. That is freaking massive. There's no way. Where's the cap? There's my cap. Nope, that is no cap there. That's just the scissors of death. Oh, there is the cap. Okay. Dude, that is massive. Massive, I tell you. Massive. I'm not sure that's going to work out, but we'll give it a shot. But with straighter edges, though, it's way easier. Oh, I didn't put a big piece of tape over it. I did forget to do that. We'll do that now. Oh, I completely spaced it, and almost has no impact on the marking of. Has no impact whatsoever on the marking of the pattern. It does impact the integrity of the paper. Something about that. Ooh, just don't stick on yourself. That's all I ask. We are good. All right, there we go. Golden. All right, let's get to cutting. So I added length and I added width. Probably added too much width. But I can literally just put a big seam in the thing and call it a day and not really worry about it at all. Right. Oh, you're fine. Okay, you are good. Okay, you are good. Let's shut you up. Or close you, I should say, so I don't randomly cut myself by accident. Because I would not do it on purpose. Definitely wouldn't do it on purpose. Okay, we are good. Ugh. All right, you are trash. Get out of here. All right, so now we are going to put some big pieces of tape, a handful of big pieces of tape. So then we can do a random fitting. See how well that works. That's not too well. Come on. Before we wrap this part up. There we go. There you go. There you go. I don't know why I keep saying there you go after I make a cut. Maybe I'm just reassuring myself that the scissors of death hasn't done any damage to me. Because these are massive scissors, and it's really, really freaking easy to just accidentally... Oh, I'm only cutting paper, because your hand is like a mile freaking away from it, and then you realize, oh, these things extend a mile, and now have cut you. Alright, we will... Okay, you are good. Good, and... Come on. You know you wanna... Good. Just flip you around, do the same thing again. Oh, no. Okay, we'll put another piece of tape there, because that one decided to attach itself before I was actually ready. But that's fine. I'll cut one more piece of tape then. Let's do one more piece of tape, which is fine again. Yep. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out eventually. Put you in the middle. All right. So now we need 3 pieces of sane tape. So small tape. Where's the... Oh, it's way up there. Okay. Not where I thought it was going to be. What I'm actually going to do here, I'm just going to cut one big piece of tape. Pa-chong! And then we will cut... Okay. A boom. A boom. And a boom. There we go. We are good. So now we need to make the sleeve. Come on, paper. Work with me here. Oh, actually, I might actually be able to do it. Can I do it this way? Will it actually allow me to do it this way? I mean, it's only tissue paper, so I should actually just be able to force the stupid stuff to do what I want it to do. Doesn't always work, but kind of works. Okay, those are decent. And at the end, that actually cutting it straight actually makes that taper fairly well. That's not bad at all. Well, right now it doesn't look bad. Alright, so now I have the semblance of a sleeve. Let's roll this down. Ooh, we're going to pause here because there's someone at my door. Okay, coming back in now. There we are. So, yep, I am wearing a sweatshirt today. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That is like spot on. Rock and frickin' roll. Granted, keep in mind it's spot on. I mean, I am wearing a thick sweatshirt. You know what? What's my undershirt look like? Okay, undershirt's safe to take off. I mean, with the color undershirt I got, it's safe to take off. I won't show anything All right, so let's do it this way. Okay, but I do have. Okay, the thick undershirt really. Yeah. So I can actually taper these in decent. I can actually probably do like a 2-inch. Holy smokes! I can probably do a easily a 2 to 3 centimeter seam on this, and that would be fine. Boom! I think we're golden here, because that goes up to the shoulder. You know what? Let's hang the arm down a little bit. Let's hang the arm down. So, if the coat goes over to here, yeah, I think that's gonna work out pretty freaking well. That doesn't. This is opening up and stuff like that. So maybe I'm not too keen on that. Maybe I didn't bring it in enough. Because that goes to there. Yeah, I don't think the angle's right. I think it needs to come in a little bit tighter, but I can work with that. So yeah, that's boom. That's I think gonna do the freaking trick. But it is a little bit on the cooler side in my apartment, so I'll put the sweatshirt back on. All right, and we will get these unbound. Really? You're gonna just kind of fight me, huh? Okay. You are free! You are free! And be careful. No, you didn't want to go. You are free. And that is secured. So there you have it. Well, there we have it. Because I took you on this journey with me. So now, we have our fabric, right? And this is the part we don't want to cut. This is the part we want to leave over. Right here, we want to leave that space untouched. So I got a lot of room I can use here. So let's get, oh, but none of this is actually like a straight edge, is it? Probably freaking not. No. It is not a straight edge, because why the heck would it be? Which means I'll just have to cut everything, which is fine. It's more annoying than anything, but it's for the most part fine. I can get you as close. Actually, that's a straight edge right there, so we will actually use that straight edge. And I'm actually not going to even worry about pinning this. I'm just gonna trace it cold. Well, not initially cold, but I'm just gonna trace it without pinning it down, because I'll just kneel on it. We'll get this traced out really quickly. Oops. So sleeves are the one thing I don't have. Oh, okay, I'm hitting a bonking something. Nope. Hey, happy with that. Happy with that. Looking good. Okay. I like that. I'm actually liking how I'm tracing on this side way better than the other side. Alright, it came off kind of gentle. There we are. Oops, I don't know if I actually traced on the actual fabric on that one. I'm not doing the best job of tracing the fabric on this curve. Alright, and then what we're going to immediately do is, can I utilize, how much of this straight edge here can I utilize? I'm going to try to utilize as much as possible. So that gets bunched up a little bit, it's perfectly fine. But if I can just flip this guy around and put you on that straight edge. Oh, my feet are finding the only freaking pins that are in anything on the floor here. Yeah, Stamos. Nope, gotta go a little bit further. Okay. So we are on. Are we on the edge? We are now on the edge there. So let's start tracing. Alright, so you're doing decent. Okay, they're good, they're good. Alright. Oops. Done a good job, and then we'll come straight off here. Alright. Oh, the cap stayed on! Yay! Alright, now we have 2 sleeves. Bada bing, bada boom. And what time is it? Okay, about 6:30, so I need to start getting the foods ready, so we'll get that cut when we come back. I'll set up the sewing machine, I'll get that cut, and all that good stuff when I come back for part, so this is part 3, so 3.5, I guess we're gonna call that. And none of these are gonna go up until after everything's done, just on the off chance, because I'm trying to keep it a secret what I'm doing. Just on the off chance that someone stumbles upon it and ruins the surprise. Because it's not only for my students, it's also for all the other teachers too, because I haven't told anyone what I'm doing. So there you are. So until in a couple hours when I come back, peace. See ya.